Hey, it's Audrey. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be teaching you how to make these sea glass beaded bracelets. Summer's getting closer and closer every day, and I feel like these bracelets just scream summer vibes. Let's get started. You will need jewelry beads. I got them in two sizes, 8mm and 4mm, waxed jewelry thread, scissors, and super glue. All of these items will be linked in my description. Start by measuring and cutting your string. You will need one piece that is 15 inches and one piece that is 35 inches. Take the shorter string, the 15-inch piece, and tape one of the ends to your table. Then measure down about 3.5 inches and tape again. So your setup should look something like this, and now you're just going to take this long part of the string and tie a knot. Try to get it as close to the tape as you can. Grab your 35-inch string and fold it in half by lining up the two ends. Wax string is kind of nice for this because you can just pinch the loop right here and it'll show you exactly where the center is. Take that center of the 35-inch string and lay it right under the 15-inch. Making sure that you keep the center lined up, we are going to do a square knot. So take the left side and bring it over to the right. Take the right string and put it under through that loop. And make sure you pull it really tight. Then to finish the square knot, do the same thing but reverse. Take the right side of the string and put it over to the left. Then take the left and put it under both of those strings through the loop. Now we're going to do another one, so do the same thing all over again. Take the left string, put it over to the right, bring the right over, and then under through that loop and pull it tight. Then take the right, pull it over to the left, bring the left string over those and through the loop and pull it tight. Here is the fun part. Grab a bead and thread it onto the middle string like so. Once you have a bead on there, do a square knot to secure it in place. So bring the right string over, and then the left through the loop, and pull tight. Then bring the left string over, and then the right through the loop, and pull tight. And then there you have your first bead secured. Then just do 14 more of those to complete a total of 15 beads. So here I'm grabbing the next one, put it on the middle string, and then do a square knot. Bring the right over, the left over that and through the loop, pull tight. Then the left over to the right and the right through the loop and pull tight. Grab your next bead and do it again. Thread it onto the middle string and then do a square knot. Bring it right over the left on top, and through the back, through the loop, pull tight. Then the left over, the right on top, and through the loop. Another bead onto the center string, and another square knot. Keep repeating this process until you reach 15 beads. You can always do more or less beads according to your wrist size, just make sure you adjust the string lengths accordingly. Put your last bead on and make sure you end it off with a square knot, and here we're going to kind of duplicate what we did to start it off. So you can see we have one square knot at the bottom right now, and we have two at the top, so just do another one. Again, bring the right over and the left on top and through the loop and pull tight, and then bring the left over to the right side, the right over that and under through the loop. It is now time to cut off the excess ends. Please do not cut the middle string, you still need that. Just cut off the two outside ones you've been making the knots with. And try to get as close to the knot as you can without actually cutting the knot. If you leave it like this, it is bound to unravel. That's where the super glue comes in. You don't need a lot, don't go crazy, just a tiny dot will do. Let it dry completely before doing the next part. Grab a scrap piece of string. If I had to guess, this one's probably about 20 inches, but it doesn't need to be that long. To match what we started, take the string and do a knot and get it as close to the other square knots as you can. Might be a little tricky if you got super glue everywhere like I did. This part is optional, but I think it adds a really cute touch. Grab your 4mm beads, and we are going to put 2 on either end of the string. ends got a little bit uneven in the process, so I'm just taking my little tape measure and making sure they're even. I'm cutting them to about 3 inches. To secure the tiny beads on the end, I'm just tying a little knot and getting that as close to the end as I can. We are now going to connect the two ends with some square knots to make the bracelet adjustable. So I kind of just laid them next to each other like this on the table, and then took my scrap piece of string, put it under them. This part is kind of tricky. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. It's a lot easier if you take a little bit of tape and just tape it down like that. Make sure the ends are lined up. And with this scrap piece, you don't need to necessarily make sure it's right in the middle when you do your square knots. Just start doing them. As you're doing the square knots, I took the tape off a few times just to make sure I wasn't doing them too tight, or else it will not move. After I did 6 square knots, we can now cut off the ends. So again, make sure you're cutting off the right ones, the ones that don't have the little 4mm beads on them, and get as close as you can to the square knots. Take your super glue now and just dab a little bit onto either of those ends we just cut off. And this part you really want to be super careful about, or else you won't be able to pull those strings closer together and the bracelet will not be adjustable. So try not to get glue anywhere other than those two ends. Once the glue completely dries, you have a perfect sea glass beaded bracelet that is adjustable and super easy to take on and off. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you enjoy your new bracelet. Leave any questions in the comment section below and I will answer them. I'll see you in my next video.